Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our podcast Probinex Talks. It's my pleasure to host here Mr. Tom Hucík, who's our customer support, head of the customer support and also the trading frontman from our portfolio. Welcome here, Tom.
Thank you for the introduction. This is Ondřej Koraba, is the head of our marketing team, and we will be talking about what happened in crypto during the last, let's say, 10 days, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. So what's threading the needle in crypto?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. That's why I'm really happy that you are here, because you're monitoring it much more than I do. But, well, I believe that we can start with this really famous curly guy that is currently...
Yeah, you mean the guy with the worst haircut in the world currently? No, you are talking obviously about SBF, infamous Sam Bankman-Fried, who was actually sentenced for 25 years in jail for multiple instances of fraud and perjury and more cases. Basically, what happened, and a lot of our listeners probably know this, that there was a famous exchange, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, FTX. It went to bankruptcy, and SBF, who was the mastermind behind it, actually took the fall, but according to court, rightfully or righteously, he was convicted and sent to jail.
It was not really good news for him, but luckily there is good news for the clients, actually.
Yeah, definitely. The creditors of FTX won't end up being so bad in the end. It won't end up this whole saga won't end up as bad as you would think at the beginning when this crisis, when this bankruptcy.
Yeah,
happened.
I remember the people were really desperate. Some really contemplating
definitely. When I think
suicide. It was really hard, but now it's good.
The issue is twofold, right? Because we always say that not your keys, not your crypto. Do not leave your crypto on the exchanges.
Yes,
but and this is the case why you shouldn't be doing it, because if you leave it there and it goes bust, you will lose your crypto. But this time it has kind of a happy ending, I would say, maybe a little bit of happy ending.
yeah, because not only that they got it back, they would get back more.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's a caveat to it, right?
Yeah.
Well, so they will get back. Currently, it looks like they will get back 118%, but the nominal fiat value, not their cryptocurrencies. Their cryptocurrencies recounted to fiat, and they will get like 18% more, basically.
18%, but of the price that it was during the FTX trouble, which was during the real bear market.
Basically, the FTX caused the crash of the cryptocurrency, or was partially
it was a strong influence there, right?
Yeah. But they would get, in nominal value, they would get 18% more. And the issue there is, or maybe SBF would argue, or he is also arguing that, so was FTX actually supposed to collapse? Was it solvent? Was it insolvent? Was it liquid? Was it illiquid? What do you think?
Well, it's really hard to tell because they couldn't really foresee the future of cryptocurrencies. But also, I think the strong influence is that it happened during the bear market. The prices were really low, and now, like,
The issue is that the hole on the, or let's say the hole in the books was there. The crypto was missing, but because the rest of the crypto, they were able to salvage during the bankruptcy proceedings. They were able to salvage some crypto. They were able to salvage some I believe, some stocks, some shares in startup companies, went up in their price. They were able to earn nominal value of money in USD. So the question was like, was it solvent or was it illiquid only? So what was it like? And probably it definitely wasn't liquid. It was illiquid. They didn't have the money to pay for withdrawals of their clients, but probably wasn't even solvent. Like, they didn't have the crypto they were supposed to have. That's the key takeaway from here. Like, do not leave your crypto on the exchanges. It may not end up like this for the next time.
And also took some time for the people to get the money back soon.
Definitely. Well, when you think about it, like Mt. Gox, one of the oldest, most famous hacks. It was one of the first biggest crypto exchange back in the 2012, I believe. Like, there was a big hack of Bitcoins, and to these days the proceedings are still taking place. So it might take you years and years and years to get back to your funds, basically. So be careful out there.
Yeah, but lucky for them, guys.
For them, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not for everyone, right? I think it's just limited for
Yeah,
users up to $50,000.
Yeah, I believe so. It's
Yeah,
it's
but it
limited,
was
so-
like 98% of compliance.
So luckily, and I would say that luckily, like if you are a retail trader or retail client, you are the person that needs the protection the most, right? That's why there's a regulation coming. That's actually our second topic we are going to talk about. Right?
Regulations, yeah, that's
Exactly,
really
the
popular topic.
Regulation is supposed to protect the
Mhm.
common people, right? This is for us, for them. So those are those that need the protection the most, basically.
But not only the common people, also the institutions, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So regarding regulations, like I think there's quite a huge change in India.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. I believe that this is big step, like huge step, because there
Yes.
was huge ban in India for foreign crypto exchanges to operate there,
Mhm.
and it halted the progress in the region, basically around the cryptocurrencies. But like few days ago, Binance and also KuCoin as well
Mhm. Yeah.
were approved to operate in India. Well, were able to obtain a license to operate in India.
So the first foreign
Yeah, for
foreign exchanges that are
Yeah.
allowed to operate within
Exactly.
India.
Yeah, I believe that both of them have to pay or had to pay a fine for some misconduct
Mhm.
as part of the proceedings. But for me, it's like fair enough. Okay, like there maybe was some misconduct due to India's view or due to India's legislature or against the Indian legislature, but they paid the fine or will pay the fine, will receive the license.
And it's
That's fair to
quite
me.
a huge market, so I think that will pay.
Yeah, if you want as you want to take it like this, like one of the biggest markets. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And you can see that we can see this as a pattern all around the world, right? This is not only in India, right?
Mhm.
This is the same with MiCA regulation in Europe.
European
right?
Union. It's actually right now it's being under the process
Yeah,
of
exactly. I believe
becoming part of the legislation of the member states, including our sort of home in Czech Republic.
Czech National Bank as well is starting to get more and more active, like preparing or talking about
Czech
preparing
National
more
Bank will
documents.
actually be the regulator. There was
That's
a
correct.
huge
That's
debate about it, and it's like now the final solution that Czech National Bank will.
So it's clearly this space is moving forward, right? The players are applying for possible regulation, for possible licenses, and the regulators have to deal with those. Have to like, kind of answer to their questions, like what's going on. The same thing. Let's say for example, but it's from the different end, right? The SEC in the U.S. is going to sue Robinhood, one of the most famous.
Robinhood. Mhm.
But the issue was there the same, but from the other side, that Robinhood before asked SEC, what can we do, what cannot we do? SEC didn't answer them, but they are now trying to sue them. So you can see that it doesn't matter if it's India, Europe, USA, the matter of cryptocurrency is going forward and forward and forward.
Yeah, that's true. But like for Probinex, since the really beginning, we have been preparing for regulations, right? You already have the VASP license, and we are aiming to get the CASP license,
correct,
which
yeah,
is
right,
like
absolutely correct.
obligatory within the MiCA regulation. Also, there's some with our expansion to the Middle East, we also looking for the VARA license,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
the license for the VARA institution.
Yeah, exactly. In Dubai, exactly,
Yeah.
you are correct. Yeah, definitely. Like this is way how you, and to be honest, for me, it's only foreseeable future if you want to reach like mass adoption. Like you have to come closer to the retail or to the common people, and I don't mean retail in any pejorative way. I mean it like if you want to reach mass adoption, you need to come closer, be regulated, have well set rules for how you can operate around this or on these markets.
On the other hand, like it's still there is the question: isn't it really against the very thought of cryptocurrencies?
You could argue that, and I wouldn't blame you for it. But for me, there's no other way forward. Like it still deals with people's or clients' funds in some way,
Mhm.
and you need to protect those that stand on the weaker side of the market, let's say. But you cannot see the future, right? You don't know if this will
Mhm.
keep on going in the future the same way. For example, one of the biggest like crossroads will be elections in the US.
Yeah, elections in the US. So, like I've heard that.
That's kind of something that people are talking a lot right now, because one of the favorites, basically Donald Trump. There's no secret, he is a favorite for the U.S. presidential elections, kind of turned the tides on crypto. And I'm not
he
sure
was
if you've
really
heard.
against it.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
it's just a bubble.
Yeah. And now it's like he says basically that he's the crypto candidate. Like, if you want to crypto to prosper, vote for me, because Joe Biden doesn't understand crypto, doesn't know what it is. Basically, it's kind of cool to see the change in this overview. And to be honest, I'm like trying to be a realist. Like, it's not that he changed his general overview on politics, on democracy, on everything, but maybe he's kind of thought about this and thought, yeah, okay, this is something that makes sense to me. So we'll see how this ends
Do you
up.
think it's really such a strong card, crypto, in the election?
I don't think it's such a strong card. See, I'm not a politician or haven't studied
political science.
Yeah, exactly. But it can be a little bit of tipping point, right? It's like one tipping point with other tipping point can add up. And from my point of view, I'm not on either side, right? I'm not rooting for Biden, either for Trump. It's just,
well, we can't really
like,
influence that.
yeah, we
because
can't
we're
really
not
influence
US
it. It doesn't,
nationals.
even if I would root for him, it doesn't really matter. But from my point of view, it's a good thing is that crypto is being talked about. That's the good part. From my point of view, that's the good part. Obviously, the antagonism created by Donald Trump regards crypto may, in the end, cause more harm than good if the other side wins and decide that this is the part of the policy where we can really push back against what our other candidate was trying to propose. But we will have to wait for that few months.
Yeah, and speaking of Donald Trump, like he has also a meme coin, right?
Yeah, few of those actually. Yeah, few of those. It's like usually some variation of his name with some messed up with his name, but it's hard to tell if it actually like correctly predicts how the elections can end up. Like, this sector is currently being called like polyfi or something, like political finance, polyfinance meme coins. It's like it's Trump and Biden and Donald Trump and a lot of like I don't even remember. It's like hundreds of those already.
Yeah, but
the thing is,
in April itself, like 181 meme coins were listed, right?
On CoinGecko, yeah,
CoinGecko,
CoinGecko. It's like crazy amount.
But also the market capitalization of the whole meme coin sector is like $15 billion.
Yeah, I believe so. Like quite huge.
Bigger than JP Morgan.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, or maybe even bigger. Yeah, you're correct. That's
right.
Crazy numbers. The thing is, and I read some like articles that were trying to answer the question why people enjoy meme coins so much, and in the end, it's the like expression of freedom in its purest form, in a sense that there's a joke. I want to buy it and trade with it, and why would I do that? Because I can. Because nobody is preventing me from doing so. I want to create a joke, so I will create a joke. And I don't know who said this, but I think it's correct. If this means that it will bring more people to crypto, more engineers, more blockchain developers forward,
strong talents to the community.
I'm fine with it. I'm not fine with scams and obvious ripoffs, but if you create a token, call it Boden, and people are buying it, let's be it. Like, I don't care. It's your choice, your money.
Like, it's the memes themselves.
You know it's meme. You know it's not real. And there's nobody in the world who think that this is real coin that like really serve other purpose than
just the fun.
Just having fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the memes themselves were created just because of that. I remember that time because I'm that old.
Yeah.
I remember the original Dolan, Dolan meme, and now we have Dolan meme coin. That's just history repeats itself.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, now after all the fun we had, just summarize a bit what happened with the Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we had a halving recently, right?
Did you see any effects?
Honestly, not immediately, but I actually did some kind of research on this more in depth. And it will start taking pace slowly, or previously start to take pace slowly. But let's say 100 days from halving, you could actually see quite a difference between the price 100 days after halving, 100 days before halving. The price difference is enormous. It's like more than 100% basically. So I believe that slowly we may see it, but just to make this clear, this is previous results, right? They do not,
it's based on 2016.
yeah, it's like these do not guarantee the future result will be the same. But based on the previous results, it seems that after the halving, the price will start slowly going up. But we will have to wait for that because everybody knows this. Everybody knows that halving is there. So we will see if this math actually will check out or if it's just bogus science in this halving case.
So it's true. And what about ETFs? This was a strong topic, or a really important one during past few months.
I believe that ETFs are still going strong, right? People do not realize how crazy success this was. Like, if you do not follow ETF scene, you wouldn't understand it. But the sheer amount of liquidity it was able to absorb, all of these 11 ETFs were able to absorb is enormous. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected this.
It was the fastest growing ETFs in history.
Definitely, this is crazy. Now it's slowed down. There we see even some outflow days.
I think that's only natural, right?
Yeah, right. But on the other hand, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Finally, I believe it was on 5th of May or 8th or 6th of May, had finally first inflow day. So Grayscale Bitcoin Trust did not sell Bitcoins, it actually bought more Bitcoins. And this can be small sign that, the tides may turn and we will see more inflows.
Well,
we will have to see, and we can talk about it in 2 weeks again to see what happened.
Okay, Ref, that's a good idea. So I think that would be pretty much it from today's episode. Very grateful that we could have the talk.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you all for watching this episode and listening to it. Please do hit subscribe button and listen to us also on Spotify. You can find us on Twitter or Telegram or Facebook, Instagram, whatever you please the most. Thank you very much for listening and see you again.